God is awesome. He can move mountains, keep me in the valley, hide me from the rain. My God is awesome. Heals me when I'm broken, strength where I've been weak, and saves me from pain. My God is awesome. 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 My God is awesome. About it, you are awesome. Feel it. Awesome. Hey. Awesome. Awesome. Last time. This is so awesome. Every moment is awesome. Life so awesome. Raise the vibe as much as possible this morning before we get started. You see, there was a time in my life thought I'd have to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say If you're feeling discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you've got to let it go. Turn to someone and say, let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
You gotta let it go.
Let it go.
You gotta let it go. You gotta let it all go, yeah. And this is what you have to say. I know you know this one. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No, 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 no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, yes, I'm only here for. What you here for? Good morning. Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living Asheville. Would you like to stand for our opening song? Spirit is in this place. We're so grateful and excited to sing this tune by Denise Rosier. What's the count off? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have come together as family. We have come here as we are. As we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Spirit is in this place. Yeah. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof. Raise the roof with love today. Spirit's in this place. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm all life as sacred. We declare the peace is here. Come on. Spirit is in this place. You feel it? Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof. Raise the roof with love today. Spirit's in this place.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, CSL Asheville. I am your chaplain, Judith Loniak. I'm also a licensed practitioner here at CSLA, and I am also on your board of trustees. I'm a very busy person. Well, I want to welcome all of you, and I welcome all of you in Wonderland of Zoom. Here today, here this morning, for this most awesome, awesome day. It's here, folks. It's here. Reverend Kris Alexander is in the room. And I want to thank you for sharing how great this center is, but I'm asking you to please silence your cell phones. Please take pictures, videos, whatever you want to do, well, within reason, and let's just share how wonderful this place is. So as I said, Reverend Kris Alexander is in the house. She will be doing the talk today, and she will also be doing Embracing the Third Way, which is her workshop with us today, and it's going to be incredible. I'm sure of that. We're asking a love offering, whatever you would like to do. And it's today at 1:45 p.m. in the Education Building, which is the far building all the way to my left, your right. Next week, we have our second candidate, Reverend Dr. Susie Shadle, and her talk is going to be, and her workshop is going to be, I Am Living as the Fire of My Focused Passion. So that's Sunday, August 20th, 2023 from 1:45 to 3:15. A love offering is also requested. It includes materials, and that's here at Center for Spiritual Living, Asheville. And then after these 2 weeks, we have a very, very special membership meeting. We are taking a vote. We are taking a vote for our new senior minister, and it's here, folks. It is here. And all of you in Zoom land, it's here for you too. So now we have a fire walk. Who's awesome? Who's excited about a fire walk? The Fire Walk Fun Blazer with certified fire walk instructors, Reverend Dr. Kate Grayson and Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse. Friday, September 8th at 7 p.m., love offering of $25 is suggested. It's going to be in the usual place down by the house over there, and it's just going to be just incredible. So there's so many inspiring things happening, and I'd like you to check out the website at CSLAsheville.org. I always have trouble with that for some reason. I don't know why. CSLAsheville.org, and check out all of our happenings and our experiences and everything that goes on around this place. And I want to thank all the all the hearts and hands who put it together to bring this to you, to make this place special, and to make it awesome. So now we're going to do our August affirmation. I had to look at what month it was. Our August affirmation. I'd like you to repeat it after me and just feel it, bring it to your soul, and bring it out into the world. You ready? I am a spiritual being living my perfect human life. Thank you. I almost forgot something. And now we light the light.
May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. One more time. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. And I thought I saw a light shine. I know I see a light shine. I know I see a light shine. I see a light shine. Yeah.
I know there is only one energy, one thing behind and back through everything. It is the divine. It created and is all of us. It is joy. It is peace. It is prosperity. It is love and clarity. And because there's only one thing, I claim that for myself, knowing that I am a divine being here. And everyone who hears my voice is that as well. We are all one. We are joy. Joy permeates our life in all that we do. Life is easy and joyful and celebratory. Our bodies are perfect reflections of the divine. Strong and supple, move easy and graceful. Our bank accounts are full to overflowing with all that we need to share and to spare, making our life in this time joyful and wonderful. We express our divine self with each other, seeing God in everyone. I am so deeply grateful for this word that I speak today, for this center, and for all that is happening right now in the excitement of joy. I release my word into law, knowing that this prayer is already in the divine mind and expressing. I'm grateful each day. I release it into law, knowing that it is done as I have said, and so it is.
Yes, so it is. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. Yeah. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. Yeah. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. May you find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. And I thought I saw a light shine. I know I see a light shine. And I thought I saw be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful. One more time. May the grace of God be with you always in your heart. May you know the truth inside you from the start. Find the strength to know you are part of something beautiful.
Thank you, Amy, in one voice. Beautiful. Let's all take a deep breath. Again, I'm Chaplain Judith Laniak, and this is a sacred time. This is a time of love and grace and joy for this center, because we are about to embark on a new day. Within a few weeks, we will have a new senior minister, and we are still doing our treatment for a new senior minister, because that's just the way it is. So I'd like you all to take a deep breath and relax, feel your soul, and breathe into this treatment for our new CSLA senior minister. And please, read it with me. Take your time and make sure it's coming from your heart and your soul. There is only one mind. It is the source of all things, from the invisible to the visible. It creates out of itself only what is like itself, forever expanding and evolving. I know this source as love. As I know this to be the truth of the one, I know it is the truth of me. And as it is the truth of me, it is the absolute truth of our new senior minister. As Spirit is love, so is our new senior minister. Therefore, I speak my word now, knowing our new senior minister is already in the mind of the one. I know our new senior minister as the life of the divine shows up as integrity, joy, compassion, and love. And this love is an expanded awareness of shared leadership for all. I give thanks to know this truth and to speak my word. I release my word into the perfect action of the law, knowing this prayer has already been answered, and so it is.
Sun shines through my window on an autumn afternoon. Leaves falling down as the wind blows. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Sing it with me. Letting go, letting go, letting go. I'm ready to start over. My heart can't take no more. I see myself but don't know her. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Sing it with me. Letting go, letting go, letting go. I'm on a spiral mountain, moving to the place where I can see the truth of me. I gotta hold my breath and take that leap so I can be free. Yeah, I'm on a midnight highway headed to the the sunrise, riding with my head high. I'm taking it slow because I know I'm ready to let go. Ready to let go. I'm looking to tomorrow. I'm looking ahead, but I'm staying right here in the day. I gotta be here now, surrendering my sorrow. Letting go, come on, letting go, letting go. One more time. Letting go, letting go, letting go. I'm on a spiral mountain, moving to the place where I can see the truth of me. Gotta hold my breath and take that leap so I could be free, so I could be free. I'm on a midnight highway, running to the sunrise, heading to the sunrise. I'm taking it slow because I know I'm ready. I'm ready to grow. Yeah. I'm a grower. I'm on a spiral mountain, moving to the place where I can see the truth of me. I gotta hold my breath and take that leap so I can be free. I'm on a midnight highway, headed to the sunrise, riding with my head high. I'm taking it slow because I know I'm taking it slow because I know I'm taking it slow because I know I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to let go, ready to let go, ready to let go. Gonna sing that with me? Ready to let go, ready to let go, ready to let go. And just trust. Ready to let go, ready to let go, ready to let go. One more time. I'm ready to let go, ready to let go, ready to let go.
Yeah, one more time for Amy Steinberg. Good morning, everybody. I'm Tim Wagner, and I have the privilege and honor of being the president of the Board of Trustees. And one of those honors is to be able to recognize all of the people that have made this Sunday possible. There has been an amazing amount of people involved. There's a lot of work, a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. So if you've had a part in this, please stand for a moment. There we go. And these are special times. They're special times for each one of us. And it is my honor and my pleasure to be able to introduce to you Reverend Kris Alexander. Reverend Kris is our first candidate to speak to us, offer her love, her guidance, her message. She is currently the senior minister of the Celebration Center of Spiritual Living in Falls Church, Virginia. For those of you who know Falls Church, that's right in the heart of D.C. She's right where the action is. And maybe that's good, and maybe that's not. She became a practitioner right here at this center in Asheville. And then she moved to Napa, California, where she could proceed to become a senior minister. That was a thing that she wanted to do. She wanted to follow from practitioner to ministerial. She's been involved with kids all the time. I know she's been up to the camp. I know this isn't in here, but I know she's been involved in an awful lot of things in pursuing her career of being a minister in Centers for Spiritual Living. She is a revolutionary possibilitarian. That's a mouthful. Social artist, global transformationalist, and the sacred and profane. She explores the lines between those, as well as the mystical and the mundane. She is committed to always telling the truth in love and is willing to have challenging conversations that are necessary for individual and collective growth. And with that, please welcome Reverend Kris Alexander.
Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Let me just look at y'all for a second. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, One Voice. Thank you to the Ministerial Search Committee, to the Board of Directors, the Board of Trustees, everyone who has made this moment possible. I feel incredibly privileged and blessed and honored to be here in front of y'all today. And so, as I was thinking about what do I want to say to a community that's in the midst of transformation and transition, and I was like, well, I want to talk about that. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's navigate some change together. So before I get started, has anybody ever had anything change in your life? Okay, good. So this is a relevant conversation. All right, fantastic. I'm sorry, people online, if you've never had anything change, turn away now because it's not going to be for you. As Tim said, I am homegrown here at CSL Asheville. I'm also homegrown here in Western North Carolina. I grew up in Black Mountain. In fact, my dad still lives in my childhood home. And so this truly does feel like my home. And I have moved away and come back and moved away, and we'll see what happens. But it seems like the mountains just keep calling me back home, right? And so I found this teaching, and by this teaching, I mean this idea that we are in control of our lives, that we don't have to be a victim to circumstance, but rather that we have some form, whether you want to call it the law of attraction or mental equivalent or whatever it is, that we don't have to just get beat around by life, but instead we can direct the flow of our lives. I found that when I was 18 years old. And through that, I studied all kinds of things. I went to the Unity of Houston, which is actually how I got told about science of mind and all of that. I also was a part of the oneness movement. I tried out Hinduism. I was Christian growing up. I explored Islam, all of these different things in my quest to discover more. And when I was in my 20s and I was questing and finding out what was for me and all of that, I had this idea of enlightenment. That one day, if I just meditated hard enough and let go, strongly enough, and if I just worked really, really hard, then all of a sudden I would surrender. Right? Because that's how you surrender, by working really hard at it. And all of a sudden, I would be enlightened, and from then on, everything would be perfect, and my life would be all perfect, and everything would be easy, and I would just create my perfect reality, and my toddler son wouldn't cry anymore, and life would just be so good, and all of a sudden, that boss I hated, I would love, because I would be enlightened. And then, because I found this teaching when I was 18 years old, and I started working on enlightenment long before most people do, I was going to get to spend the majority of my life in a place of utter perfection. Y'all are laughing. How do you know that didn't happen? Because we have this kind of idea that God is all there is, right? That is something that we believe here in Science of Mind. We have this idea that there is that thing that is back of all things, and that thing is static. And so our goal is to be enlightened as God, and if we believe that God thing is the changeless, then all of a sudden our goal is to not have change. But here's what I have discovered since I tried really hard to have nothing change. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. And so, if you read the little teaser about my message today, I want to explore my most favorite quote on the face of the planet right now. I'm sure this will change. Octavia Butler, she is a Afrofuturist, speculative science fiction writer. Absolutely amazing. Recommend her work a million times over. Octavia Butler says, "All that you touch, you change. All that you change, changes you. The only lasting truth is change. God is change." And you might say, well, Reverend Kris, we study science of mind. We don't study speculative fiction. So that's okay. Ernest Holmes said it too. You want to hear what he had to say? So for those of you who may not know, Ernest Holmes is our founder. He wrote the Science of Mind textbook. He's the guy that we kind of go back to and say, well, what did Ernest Holmes think about what's going on? And what he says is change is the only thing that is permanent. The only thing we can say of anything that looks static is, this too shall pass away. If it were not so, the infinite would get caught in its own mold. God would be stopped by its own creation, and creativity would be absorbed by its own creation. Right? Oh, this too. The only thing we can say about anything that looks static is, this too shall pass away. Now, we like to use that when things are going wrong, when life is falling apart, everything looks really rough, it's challenging. We go, tomorrow or today is the best day ever. As everything just crumbles around me. It's the best day ever. It sure is. It's the best day ever. This too shall pass, and it's going to be the best day ever. I just have to smile through it. Right? And when we are truly having the best day ever, we go, oh, well, God is changeless. So this best day ever is going to last forever. And it doesn't. That doesn't happen, right? And so even when things are going the absolute best that they can go, we can say, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Of every single moment, this too shall pass. When life is falling apart, this too shall pass. When life is coming together, this too shall pass. So take a deep breath, because maybe y'all were holding on to, one day I'll be enlightened and I'll just be perfect and none of this will matter anymore. And I'm really sorry to burst your bubble, but it probably needed to be burst. But it seems like we have a love-hate relationship with change, right? When things are good, we don't want them to change. And when things are hard, we can't wait for them to change. So we want change to show up when we want it to show up, and we want it to stay away when we want it to stay away, when we want things to stay away. And I heard this really cool, so Octavia Butler was such an incredible writer, author, speaker of truth, even though she wrote fiction, that people study her work as spiritual teachings. And so I was listening to one of the podcasts called Octavia Tried to Tell Us by Monica Coleman and Tanana Reeve Dew, also both amazing people. And they were talking about how we sometimes want to change things without letting them change us. how we want to affect the world around us, but we don't want to let the world affect us. And how that mindset is, she called it a colonizer mindset, but it is this mindset that puts you as the static center of something, or puts us as the static center of something that is not meant to be static. If God is change, then trying to be unchanged while changing the world around us is not in alignment with our God nature. And so when things start happening, when life starts falling apart or coming together, we get to do the work to let it go and to allow ourselves to be changed by the process of life. Life itself is going to change us. The very act of being alive, the fact that you are breathing and sitting here in front of me, or watching online, or watching in a decade, whatever it may be, you are changed by this experience. You have no choice. I am changed by this experience. In the time that I have been talking, I am not the same person that got up here. Y'all aren't the same people that sat down. And this is both the good news and the bad news, right? Because what does it mean? What does it mean if everything and everyone around us is constantly in a state of shift and change? Well, it means that we no longer get to write people off. Well, they did that thing to me, and so now I'm just never going to speak to them again. It also means that we can't assume that somebody who showed up as an angel in our life is going to always show up in that way. It means that we get to continue to learn about ourselves. And to me, the spiritual journey is a journey inward, into ourselves. I have learned and figured out, well, Barbara Waterhouse said, being a minister just means that you get to work your crap out in public. That's what she told me. And she said, are you sure you want to do that? And I said, yes. Let me work all my crap out before I get licensed. That's what I said. And so I did. I did as much of the work as I possibly could, all the way through ministerial school. Anytime something came bubbling up or it triggered me or whatever it was, I worked through it. I didn't stuff it down, because by God, if I stuff it down now, I'm going to have to do this in public, right? I did. I tried to work through as much as I could, and I got pretty far. I'm actually really proud of the person that I am today. And when I was licensed almost 3 years ago, I'm not that person anymore. And it turns out there was still a lot of crap in there to work out. And I've done a lot of it publicly. Some of it I've managed to do semi-privately, but that's the magic of it, is that none of us are complete. As Barbara said, we're all half-baked. We are complete, but not done. That's the beauty of change. So, I am pantheistic, which is how John Waterhouse taught me to be. So there are two schools of oneness thinking. There's pantheism and panentheism. And anybody who's a practitioner or studied with John in any depth has probably heard all of this, so you can just tune out for like 45 seconds and then come back. So pantheist believes that God is everything. God is the world, the universe, all the people, and the life, and the chairs, and the, snot, and whatever else, the bacteria. God is everything, and everything is God. That there is this universe, or perhaps a multiverse, there is some amount of stuff that is happening, and that is God, and that's it. There's stuff happening, there's God, period. There's nothing else outside of that. Panentheism is God is in everything, God is everything, and God is beyond the everything. And when I say beyond, We don't have a word for it because we operate in time and space, but it's God is time and space and the universes and the multiverse and the snot and the bacteria and the chairs and all of the things. And there's something beyond this physical space that is also God, and we don't know what that is. So I am pantheist. I believe there is something beyond just physical matter, just time and space. And I've always seen that as the static thing, kind of like a big concrete block that all the universes are just sitting on, right? And then I got together with my spouse, my now spouse, Rev Ryan, and they said, well, they're pantheist. We have a lot of conversations about this. They said, well, if there is something beyond this time and space, I don't think it's static. I think it's swirling and moving and shifting and evolving and creating and, They didn't make that noise. I made that noise. And I was like, oh, that changed me. That conversation changed me. What if the thing that is back of all things is still swirling and moving and changing and flowing and evolving and learning and creating and growing and all of the things? What if the thing that I am trying to remember that I am trying to show up as in the world when I say, I am God, you are God, we are divine, what if that thing isn't changeless? What if that thing is change itself? How does my relationship to change? If all of a sudden the thing that I am aspiring to become more aware of, that I am aspiring to share out into the world, is who I also am inherently, which we say that, but then we try so hard to be something different so often. What if instead we said, yeah, God is change. So that means that all these phases that I go through, all of this learning, all of the mistakes, all of the messiness, the arguments, the upset, the grief, the anger, the frustration, the annoyance, the joy, the bliss, the excitement, all of it, what if all of that stuff is that thing that is back of all things? I'm not trying to get behind that to find God. That is it. That's it. So our relationship to change would allow us to just relax. Oh, I could look out and I could be like, whew, that is really messy. But that's okay, this too shall pass. I can just be in the mess. I can be a little messy. Right? And when things are really going well, we can look at this and we say, wow, I appreciate this moment because this too shall pass. Not, I appreciate this moment, so I try to hold on to it, but I know that it's going to go away, and so I appreciate it all the more. The transitory nature, that fleeting nature of life itself, causes us to be more grateful, to be more surrendered, to be more gentle with ourselves, to give ourselves more grace. Because it's all going to change again anyways. And then if you don't like that, it's okay. Just wait a moment. It'll change again. And if you don't, just wait a moment. Oh, yep, everything's different again. We don't have to attach ourselves to any of it. When something's going really well, we can rejoice in what it was when it goes away. We don't have to be, we can be sad, we can grieve. That is a perfectly natural part of life. And in that grieving and that sadness, as something is gone that we loved, we don't have to beat ourselves up for not being able to hold on to it, because that is the nature of being alive. There was nothing we could have done to hold on to it. It wasn't here to be held. So, what does this mean as you're navigating change, right? Because, wow, I have been watching y'all from afar. I love this community, y'all. I love y'all, even the ones of y'all that I don't know. I have been watching from the wings. I was going to say, looking down. I don't know what I was going to say, but it sounded creepy. So I've been watching from the wings. I have been following along. I have been in conversation with John and with Barbara. I am prayer partners with April. I know what y'all are up to. And at times, my heart has just sung with the glory of what's happening at CSL Asheville. And sometimes my heart has broken for y'all because this has been years of change, years of transition, years of things that we thought were never going to go away here at CSLA leaving us. And it has been hard. And I honor y'all and recognize y'all for everything that you've had to go through and for being here, and even for new folks. If you're here for the first time today, I honor you for sitting in the seat. You are part of that transition. You are part of that change, even if you never come back again. That's the whole point, right? You are a fleeting part, but you're a part. And I am so excited. Regardless of what happens, y'all are going to hear from me. You get to have a meet and greet. You can ask me anything you want. I may not answer it, but you can ask me anything you want. And I have a workshop where we're going to dive even deeper into this idea of how to navigate this whole messy ball of everything that y'all have going on, right? And what I know is regardless of what happens over the next 3 weeks, today, next Sunday, and when y'all are voting, I know that CSL Asheville is going to continue to thrive, that it is going to continue to grow, that you are a place of peace, a beacon of light, a tower of strength, a fountain of wisdom. That is who you are. And so how you express that, what that looks like, what that means to you individually and collectively, how it shows up in your lives, all of that may change. In fact, I guarantee you it will change. And yet, I know that that will remain the same, because even as our understanding of God and of spiritual principle and of truth shifts and grows and evolves, it doesn't mean that the spiritual principles themselves go away. God is shifting, changing, creating, destroying all the stuff all at once, but it never disappears. It's always there. And that will continue to be true. And so I invite you into your spiritual superpower. Did you know you have a superpower? April's like, heck yeah, I know I have a superpower. I have several superpowers. Which one are you referring to? Your spiritual superpower is curiosity. Whenever something happens and it triggers you, or you want to react, or you go, what the ever-loving bleepity bleep bleep bleep, I invite you to stop and take a breath and get curious. Tell me more. Tell me more. If it's a person, tell me more about why you just did that. Tell me more about what's happening with you. In this whole process, as you ask me, as you put me in the hot seat, as you put Dr. Susie in the hot seat, tell me more. Get curious. What's the thing underneath the thing, underneath the thing, underneath the thing? That is your spiritual superpower at this time of change and transition. It is curiosity. Because the closer that we lean in, the more that our intuition kicks in, the more that we know that we know that we know. And so I invite all of you into curiosity. And I would like to end with a blessing. This blessing comes from The Lives We Actually Have by Kate Bowler and Jessica Ritchie. I am also obsessed with Kate Bowler. She has a podcast called Everything Happens, and she is the queen of knowing change. And so she says, a blessing for when you need permission to change. Blessed are you, dear one, when the world around you has changed. Everything is different now. Your body, your age, your relationships, your job, your faith, the things that once brought you joy. The people you loved and trusted and relied on, the way you exist in the world. Things have changed, and it would be silly to imagine you haven't been altered along with them. You are not who you once were. Bless that old self. They did such a great job with what they knew. You did such a great job with what you knew. You made you who you are. They made you who you are. All the mistakes and heartbreak and naivety and courage. And blessed are you who you are now. You who aren't pretending things are the same. You who continue to grow and stretch and show up to your life as it really is, wholehearted, vulnerable, maybe a tiny bit afraid. Blessed are you, the changed. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you all so much. I'm sure you're all like, why isn't she getting down yet? So, I believe that candidating should be for everyone, and right now we don't have a kids program here at CSL Asheville. Y'all don't have a kids program. However, I know you have children. You have children in your lives. There are children in this room right now. There are children that come at times, and so I have a youth resource that I have put together. I know, right? Y'all want to come up and get one? And we'll bless you while you're up here? So in this resource is art projects, there's some music stuff, there's coloring pages, there's lessons that you can do with the children in your life. It's for all ages. I've broken it down by age groups. There's stuff for teens in there, there's stuff for y'all in there, all of that. So if you have a child in your life, if you're a grandparent or a parent or whatever it may be, I invite you. There are packets at the door, and I invite you to take one and check it out. And I will be giving it to April in PDF form so that she can put it on the website as well. Let's bless our kids. All right, I know a lot of y'all know how to do this, right? We love you, we bless you, and we know you are perfect.
This is the portion of the celebration where I ask if there's anybody in the room for the very first time. If you could, raise your hand. Excellent. If you keep your hands raised, there you go. We got one over here, Margaret. And I'd like to invite our prosperity acceptors to come forward, please. This is the portion of the celebration where we say thank you for the glorious message, for this beautiful center, for this amazing space where we get to know ourselves deeper and grow and open up in various ways. Our classes and our workshops and this fabulous day. Please take out what you're going to give and hold it next to your heart. This is a blessing. we are a blessing to this center, and this center is a blessing to us. So please repeat our investment affirmation together aloud, please. I affirm that all CSL Asheville's accounts, now and continually, are filled with an all-sufficiency of visible funds to meet its needs, wants, desires, and commitments, with a divine surplus to share and to spare. And so it is. Thank you.
So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich. Filling up my veins, digging on the decadence, goodness reigns. Queen bee on the throne of ease, rich with infinite potentialities. We think money has value. Listen, it's paper, metal, electronic transmission. We get what we give, we are unique, we breathe. Cannot just give, cannot just receive. There's a law of circulation, money secondary. You have an essence you can carry. And as I advance on my journey, I see there is a power for good and they can use me. You want to sing us with us? Sing with us. So rich. Okay, ready, go. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich.
We are indeed rich. This center is blessed because you are here, because of the way that you love this center, because the gifts that you give keep the lights on and keep the classes going and keep the workshops happening. This center prospers and thrives because of you. And there's the QR code on the back of the seats, and there's envelopes, giving envelopes on the back of the seats. And online, there is so many ways to, and so many opportunities to hit that donation button now. I know that this center prospers because we are sacred and holy, because this place is joyous and love in form. I am so grateful for all of this and so much more. And I simply let this go and let it be so. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Rev Kris, for an amazing message. One more time for Reverend Kris. I did write a tiny rap that I will do at the end of the song for you, okay? Based on this talk. There's a power in a seed, reminding itself how to become a tree. There's a power in a cell, and it's capable of making a you or a me. There's a power in a word, vibrating at a frequency. And there's a power inside that power, inside that power. You know what it is? It's love, 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 love. Jazz hands make a rainbow. Hug yourself. Love, 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 love. And you can feel it revealed when an open, broken heart begins to be healed. It breaks like the sky when a long, dark night starts spinning on the wheel of the world. Watch it rise His Spirit is always creating and rearranging. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. All this change is such a pain in the... Ask me about enlightenment. Ask me what's true. Life is always moving. Life is always changing you. We continue to learn about ourselves, always learning. The world is magically changing and turning. Back of all things is a swirling, whirly power moving through us as it's giving us life, the grace that could be soothing. No, nothing is static. So ride the waves and the pain. Let go, let love, let the change, yeah. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. Come on, sing that with me. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. Yeah, come on. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. That's the takeaway to y'all. Come on. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. Tell me more about what you're going through. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. Gonna get curious. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. If you guys can keep that going. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. Don't stop it. Keep it going. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. Get curious, lean in, tell me more. See, there's a power in a seed, reminding itself how to become that tree. And there's a power in the cell, and it's capable of making a you or a me. There's a power in a word, vibrating at a frequency. And there's a power. Hold on there. Hold on. Just give me a. There's a power inside that power. That's right. Lewis on the drums back there. Come on. Back up. Oh, that power. You know what it is. 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 It's love. Love you.
The amazing Amy Steinberg and One Voice. Thank you. So, thank you. There's been a few changes. Yes, it's birthday Sunday. It is birthday Sunday. Anybody in the room with a birthday in the month of August, please come up and let us bless you. Let us celebrate you. Yay!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you.
So I'd like to invite our practitioners to come forward, please. These are the amazing individuals that have done years and years and years of work on themselves to be able to hold the truth, to know you as the truth of truly who you are. So regardless of what is going on in your life, these are individuals that can know you and know the truth of you no matter what the circumstances that you're experiencing. So even if you do not take the opportunity to connect with one of them now, their names and contacts are in the social hall as well as on our website. So please, if you have anything going on in your life, please take an opportunity to seek out one of these practitioners. Now. So we have an amazing potluck food not in the social hall, Listen to me, folks. It is not in the social hall. It is in the education building. So please go out the front doors and around the building and come in to join us for this fabulous food that we have to offer. We're going to sit in the social hall. We're going to go through and get the food and come into the social hall where we're going to have this amazing being again do our meet and greet. So, and now she is going to do the blessing on the food.
Okay. Y'all got it? Out the front doors, into the education building, get your food, and then come into the social hall so that you can drill me. All right. All right, so I need everybody's help blessing the food. So I want you all to put your hands up towards the food. And I want you to say along with me when you get it. Ready? Yum. And so what I know is that there is only God. There is only one thing going on, and this one thing is back of all things, this one thing that is ever changing, shifting, growing, and evolving. And because of that, it is each and every one of us here, because there is only one thing going on. It has no choice but to be us. And so as this one thing created life itself, it looked around and it said, yeah, I need some of that in my life. And it created all of us. And so because there's only one thing, because the thing that said it needed us was us, and then made us was also us, because of all of that, what I know to be true is that this food is blessed, that the hands that prepared it are blessed, that the ground in which it grew is blessed, the hands that plucked it and harvested it and carried it and delivered it and brought it here and made it and put it together and set it on the tables, all of those hands are blessed. And this food goes into our bodies and it nourishes us. That this food is exactly what our cells need to be happy, healthy, and whole. And so we eat with delight, knowing that this lunch will change, this moment will change. And for that, we are so, so grateful. I am grateful for this community. I'm grateful for the yes that is echoing through this room. I am grateful for all of the questions asked and answered. And I am grateful for this time that we have together. And so I simply release my word. I let it go. I know it is done as I have spoken. And so it is.
It is. So please join me in saying the benediction together aloud. Please stand, and we're going to sing another glorious song, and we're going to go have some food. So something wonderful is happening to me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is in my affairs. I accept it. I am it. I share it. Just the way it appears, and just the way it appears not. Thank you, life.
Well, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love will heal us all.
Let me know that love will heal us all.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
One more time, come on. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let's eat. Have an amazing week, everyone. 2, 3, 4.